Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome to the channel. Today I'm back here in Trailmakers and I'm going to be showing you how to make a, I guess you could say like a truck chassis suspension setup, or like a UTE suspension setup. So let's just get straight into it. Before we start the tutorial, I just want to show you what we're going to be pretty much building. So on the front you have a solid axle with a radius arm setup. And in the rear, we also have a leaf spring setup, in quotation marks, of course. It's not really an actual leaf spring setup, but it also has the shocks. They're offset like most newer trucks nowadays. On older vehicles, they would usually be like on the back here. So there'd be one here and then another one right here. But yeah, so this is pretty much what we're going to be building. I just want to show you guys this real quick. We're going to go ahead and start off with a seat. So I'm just going to get a go-kart seat. I would recommend you get this as well, just so if you're just trying to build the chassis. But if you're just trying to build the suspension, then you can just go do the timestamps down in the comments, and also I'll have the chapters on the actual video too. We'll then go ahead and go to frame, and we're gonna, or structure I mean, we'll go to tubes, and we're gonna get a tube elbow, and we're gonna go ahead and put this one facing down. We'll grab another one, put this one facing down as well. We'll grab another tube elbow, we'll just duplicate this one, and we're gonna move this one to the back and connect it to the last connecting point here, and make sure it's facing backward on both sides. We'll grab a 2x1x2 tube slope, and we're going to put one on each end of these. We'll then grab a tube T, and we're going to put this one facing outward like so, connected to the 2x1x2 on both sides. We'll then grab another tube elbow, and we're going to go ahead and do two of these. So we're going to do one facing out, or like my way, and then we'll do one facing downward. We'll go ahead and do the same thing on the other side like so. Then we'll grab a tube 1x8, so we're going to put one on the end of each tube T here, so 1 and 2. Then we'll come back here, and we're going to go ahead and grab another tube elbow, and we're going to put this one facing put this one facing outward on both sides, and then we'll connect this one and put it facing downward like so. Then we'll go ahead and we're going to go to movement, and we're going to grab 4 engines. So I'm going to get a dragon engine, and what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 on either side of the go-kart seat like this. We'll go ahead and go back to structure, and we're going to go down to weights. We'll grab a heavy weight block, and we're going to put 2 right under the go-kart seat, 1 right here and 1 right here. Then we'll go ahead and get another tube elbow, and we're going to put 2 of these at the front. We're going to put one right here facing outward, and then another one right here facing outward as well. Now we can go ahead and start with the suspension. So we're going to go to movement again, and we got to go to mechanical. We're going to grab a piston, and we need to come back here to the tube elbow that's on the that's on the go-kart seat. And we need to configure this, and we're going to get rid of the controls. And this can vary depending on your build, but I believe I have this. Obviously we're going to do 100 speed, and we're going to go ahead and do 0.5 starting position. We'll then duplicate this to the other side, so just duplicate it and then put it there. Then we need to go ahead and grab a steering hinge. So what we need to do, we're going to put one facing outward like so. You're going to go ahead and get rid of the controls, and we need to give this a strength of 15, if we can get there. And then we're going to put another one on the other side. Then we'll go back to hold on, make sure you get rid of the controls. I almost forgot. We'll go back to structure, then we'll get a flat connector 1x2, and we're going to put one on each end of the steering hinge. We can just grab the same steering hinge. You're going to configure it again, and you're going to make the strength at 0. Then we're going to do that on the other side as well, like so. We'll then go down to tubes, and we need to get a tube T. It needs to be facing outward, so we'll do this. Then we'll go ahead and just add this to the other side as well. We'll grab a flat connector, and we're gonna go ahead and put this on the front of this tube T, and then put this on the other side as well. We'll grab another steering hinge, make sure this one is also 0 strength, and we're gonna put this facing inward like so. Do this for the other side as well. We'll grab another tube T, we're gonna put this one facing inward, then we're gonna duplicate this to the other side, grab a flat connector 1x2, and connect this to the steering hinge here as well. Same thing with the other side. And basically what this is going to do is, this is your radius arm for your solid axle. So this is your pivoting point. Usually on radius arms they'll have a bushing. Sometimes it'll be heim joints, just depending on what vehicle it is. Like off-roading or off-road vehicles are usually heim joints, but sometimes they do use bushings. Just depends on what they're going for. And then of course in Trailmakers we have to have something that can actually make it how do you say it, make it rotate in the right direction. So this helps it actually articulate the solid axle. Then we'll go ahead, we're gonna grab another steering hinge. We're gonna put a, of course, zeroed out one on the end of both of these arms here, and now we can go ahead and start making the actual axle. So we'll go ahead and we're gonna get oh my gosh, we're gonna grab a tube double T, and we're gonna go ahead and put these on either end of the steering hinge. We'll go ahead and grab a tube 1x4, and we're gonna put this right in the middle of this is basically the axle right here. So now we can go ahead, we're gonna go to movement, and we're gonna grab a brand new steering hinge. This is gonna be for your actual steering. We're gonna put this at either end like so. We'll then grab another zeroed out steering hinge, and what you're gonna do is you want to put this one going this way and this way, and then we're gonna put the same thing on this side as well. We'll grab another zeroed out steering hinge, and we're gonna put this on the tube elbows up here like so. And then we'll go grab a a straight suspension, and you're just gonna put these right here and here. And that's pretty much the assembly for the front solid axle suspension. So we can actually go ahead and just toss on some truck wheels. Now we can go ahead and move on to the rear suspension. So what we're gonna do is we'll grab another piston, and we're gonna basically put these pistons on all 4 of these tube elbows here. Obviously if you have a vehicle that you're going to put this on, then it really doesn't matter. But obviously if we're doing the chassis, so starting position is going to be 0.3, and you're just going to put this on all of the tube elbows like I said. And you need to make sure that they're all facing like this, so there's one or the face is like facing my way pretty much. So then we're going to go ahead and configure these, and we need to get rid of the controls. We'll then get a flat connector 1x2 from structure. We're going to put one on the back side of all of these. So of course on the front the back side is here, and on the rear the back side is here. We'll then grab a steering hinge, and what we need to do with this one is we're going to put this one facing like this. So we need it to go up and down, and we obviously need it to connect to the back of here. We'll do 0 strength, and we're going to do that on all 4 of these places. We'll then grab a spring from mechanical, and what we need to do with this one is we need to configure it, and we'll just make the dampening 1 and the stiffness 1 as well. We'll then grab another steering hinge, and what we need to do with this one is configure it, and you're going to do 7 strength. This will of course depend on your vehicle, and you can tune this to whatever you like. It's completely up to you. The angle will be 10, and then the speed will be 2, and we'll get rid of the steering help, and then we'll just go ahead and get rid of the controls as well. And you just want to do this on all of the steering hinges, or place this stuff on all of the steering hinges. We'll then grab a tube tee, and what we need to do is put this one facing inward. So we're going to connect it to both of these and then put it facing inward. Do this on the other side as well. We then need to get another steering hinge, and we could just go ahead and get we'll get this one. And what we need to do, we'll just get rid of the strength. So we're going to do 0, and we're going to do this on the other side as well. Now this can control your body roll, so you can you know, add strength or keep it at 0, whatever you want to do. We'll then grab a whoops, that's not what I'm going to do. We'll then grab a tube double elbow, and we're going to put one right here, and we're going to put this one facing forward, and then we're going to put another one, and this one is going to be facing backward. Then we'll grab another tube tee, and what we need to do is put this on both of the tube double tees, the tube double elbows, like so. We'll then grab a 1x1, or well, really you could use anything here. You could use a 1x2 block, but obviously I'm just going to go with how I built it. So we're going to do two tube 1x1s like so. Then we're going to do this over here as well, and we'll just copy this to the other side. Then we need to grab a tube elbow, and we're going to put this right on the tube double T right here, and then we're going to put another one right here. And so you can use this how it is right now. This is just kind of, one thing I almost forgot. We also need to go to gadgets real quick. We need to get a NOR logic block, and what we need to do is configure it, and we're going to select the steering hinges with strength, which really it's just these 4 steering hinges right here. Don't select these ones. And what I'm going to do is make sure that I just don't have any controls on here. Clear the inputs real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and, like I was saying before we get too carried away, you can actually use this if you want to like this. You just won't have any actual dampening, so it'll just kind of be like, well, it'll just be like you have no shocks pretty much. Then what we need to do next, we need to grab a flat connector 1x2, and we're going to put one on each of the tube elbows up here. Just going to put this on the top of them like so. And we, I actually put this one wrong. We need to make sure that they're basically looking like this. Then we'll grab another steering hinge and make sure this one is zeroed out, and the orientation needs to be going like this and this. Do this on the other side as well, like so. We'll then grab a tube 1x1, and we need to put one on either end, or well, on each end of these steering hinges. We'll go down over to flat connector 1x3, and we need to put one on both of these 1x1s here. We then need to go to movement, and we need to grab a spring. And what you're going to do for this one is you're going to get rid of the stiffness and just use dampening, because this is just going to be a shock. So it's up to you. You can use stiffness if you want to. I'm just going to leave it as dampening for now. Then we need to get another steering hinge, and we need to put this one facing or going like this and this, and of course put this on the top of the straight suspension on either side like so. Then we'll grab a flat connector 1x2, and we need to put one on top of both of these steering hinges. We're going to do this on the other side as well. And we need to get a tube elbow, and we need to put this one on this side facing the piston. Same thing with the other side. We need to put it facing the piston as well. We'll then grab a flat connector 1x1x2, and we're going to connect it from the elbow to the actual piston on both sides. Whoops. And that should pretty much be it. The only other thing I want to change is probably the front suspension here. So I think what we'll do is like 0.4 stiffness and maybe 0.6 dampening, and just see what that does. Okay. Yeah, okay, it has it's articulating like it should. Let's see, I'm actually curious. I just want to test this on the rock crawling part here. Okay, we're a little too long to actually get up here. That's okay though. Oh my gosh. But yeah, this is just a pretty basic, not a lot of travel. Of course you can add travel. Like I actually have a build that has leaf spring in the rear, that has quite a bit more travel than usual. But yeah, this is pretty much just like a truck type of build. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this helps you with whatever build you're trying to, make. It's definitely a fairly simple build that you can do. You can make it probably even a little slimmer, maybe by like another 2 blocks, or 1 block on either side, I should say. But yeah, anyways, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a blessed day.